And hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fearless Floyd Show. I am your host, Fearless Floyd, as always. And today is Monday.
21st.
It's already Monday. Oh my God. Damn it. All right. So, as you saw from the thumbnail, we are talking about the certificate of birth created. Yeah. Create your own birth certificate. What do you think about that with your own feet on it? So, I'm going to show you a picture of it. But coming up on December 3rd, we have a trust class over here. For that on the 1st, 5 to 7, we have a VCR class coming up. Trust class on the 3rd, again on the 10th. They are Saturday and Sunday, 3-hour classes from 5 to 8. So go to fearlessfloydshow.com right there and register. I'm on all these things: Telegram, YouTube, Rumble, BitChute. And guess what? Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, leave a comment below. Fearless Floyd Show, yahoo.com. I'm also on Telegram. Come check us out over there. Got it going on and on. And I believe that should cover all the administrative stuff. So, because I don't have advertisers and sponsors, y'all don't have to hear that. Anything else? All right. Let me make sure I am on cue. Are you going to speak, or are you going to wait till you're spoken to?
Fabulous introduction. There's no need for me.
Ooh, fabulous introduction.
Can't interrupt that. That's gold. Price.
Oh,
The trendsetter is speaking.
I want to look at that. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to open up. That's why I want to open it up that way. All right. Good. So let me open up the other one for you cats. All right, now I can share my screen. So what you're about to see is a creation, and it was created by myself and Jesse. As you can see, let me blow this up. Well, actually, let me take that down. Let me introduce you to this instrument. This instrument is 8.5 wide. So that's basically your standard cut of printer paper, copy paper, whatever you want to call it. The length on this is 14 inches. So it's beyond the 8.5 by 11, which is letter size. This is actually legal size. So you can tell it's a lot longer. This is my certificate of birth that I created. However, I've changed some information, my sensitive information here, to something very ambiguous. But anyway, this is the actual photograph of the hospital that I was born at, St. Joseph's Maternity Hospital in Houston, Texas. The certificate of birth. It certifies that Floyd Plessett Tarvin IV, born to Floyd and Barbie Tarvin, in this hospital at 7:33 o'clock a.m. on Saturday, the 9th of June, 1962, Maurice J. Minor Jr., attendant, family history. And she's got my father's name, birthplace, son of Floyd Pleasant Tarvin Jr. and Penelope Patricia Petunia. And she was born 1140, or he was. Mother's maiden name, Barbie Doll Darling, Anywhere, Colorado. Daughter of John Henry Darling and Barbie Doll Smith. Date of birth 12/12/44. The male, 9 pounds 10 ounces, length unknown. 2 witness signatures. You're going to get this notarized. All right. So that is the first one. This is the back of it. Certifies that Floyd Pleasant Tarvin IV, born to Floyd and Penelope Tarvin in this hospital at 7:33 o'clock a.m. Saturday, 9th of June, 1962, landed on the soil from being lost at sea, abandoned from life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness due to public institutionalizationism, ignorance, and miseducation on or around the 9th day of June, 1980, his 18th birthday. And then your feet. And make sure that the soles of your feet are clean before you utilize your ink pad and your birth certificate. So you see, these are my red thumbprints. That's my right. That's my left footprint. On age of majority, offspring weight 180 pounds, 72 inches, basically. That's 6 foot tall. And again, this is 8.5 by 14 paper. The paper itself is you can't find that paper on Amazon, eBay, searching specialty paper stores. I actually had to physically go select it and cut it to 8.5 by 14 inches. And that's what it looks like. Weird how that goes up.
Back.
Is it the back? Is it the light?
It's the, you having that backdrop onto that, instead of having the original, it doesn't do that. It shows illustration.
Okay.
Weird like that. I'm not, I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, I don't either. Anyway, that's the weird how it does that. Those are the pieces that turned off. So I use these as blotters. And you can hear that paper. That's not normal thin paper. This has some constitution to it, some stanchiability. So what we used for the blue ink, of course, what does that? There you go. Acid-free, permanent, waterproof, archival. That's the thumbprints. See the size difference. This one's like 2.5 of these. Uh, it's got a nice big ink pad in here. You can see how big it is. As opposed to the red one. So this is for your feet. That's for your fingers. Both archival. You can buy these too. They're available on Amazon and elsewhere. Have your red ink, and of course, this is a micron.
You don't sign red.
If you want to. This is another archival permanent acid-free ink pen. And that's 03.
You only sign your document in blue and gold. You don't sign in red.
And then blue. You can tell this one's gotten a lot of use. Yeah. I blink. Oh, it's upside down, no wonder. I just happened to be able to read upside down, so it didn't look funny to me. There you go. And then, of course, gold. He who has the gold makes the rules.
Well, I've been told.
No, it's Jesse.
You might argue with them on that one.
Jesse Wayne
My
Henley.
mindset is cool.
Jesse Wayne Henley, that's who you are. Okay, so on this instrument that we have, that I posted, that I shared. Okay, we've got the green feet, we got the blue, the red, right? And then over here, you can sign this in whatever color you want. But Jesse recommends you signing it in blue and gold, correct?
Blue on the back and then gold on the front. At the bottom where your weights and measures are, is your weight in gold. So you're going to sign at the bottom on the front. Ooh. And then on the back, you'll be signing is blue.
Uh-huh. Look, magic. Watch.
Now tell me a little bit about why, what this document is for, what are they made for?
Well, here, step up to the mic, sir, and let's get an explanatory statement out there, Lucy.
Well, it's about standing in your square for starters.
Okay.
All right. And we know that anything that the system does, we try to mirror image. So if you don't already have your footprint document, the only thing that makes sense is to make your own. So it's really about your declaration, establishing yourself back on the lane. So you're supposed to, at your 18th birthday or before your 26th birthday, between that time, that 7-year period, you're supposed to go down and make your own claim with the birth certificate and with the other birth certificate and establish yourself on the land record, the same place that the hospital who registered the original event in the first place. Most people believe that they were the registered event if they even follow the paper trail and they look at the dates and try to be curious and start asking questions, which most people don't. So instead of thinking that, if they had looked at it, they would probably presume that they were registered on the land. It would make sense. So whoever that was registered, that it was making reference to them. It's actually making reference to something else. And because that something else is not you, it's incumbent upon you to make your own claim. And to be able to do something like this, you're going to need to reproduce what was originally created for you. So we do not have all the original information, but we are privy to certain information that you can find on the long form certificate, like the time you were born, the attending physician, and a few of the other things. And then if you ask your mother or your father, you can find out how much you weighed, what your length was. And then obviously you can ask your parents what their mother's, father's names were. And then you basically can recreate your own document here if you don't have your own, so that you can still have the ability to make your own claim when you decide to become what is called the age of majority in the system. So we've taken it upon ourselves to recreate this document so that we can basically make our own land recording and establish our feet squarely on the land. So that's basically why we're doing this. I yield.
And you yield. So let me ask you this. So basically, because our original birth certificate issued by the hospital, we didn't lay claim to it,
Correct.
and it was lost at sea, and they claimed it as abandoned property and are reaping the rewards and benefits from it,
Yes.
because we've not stepped forward to lay our claim to the heir to our trust.
Correct. There was a trust that was set up for us at birth as a result of what our mother did. So you can look at it as a bad thing or a good thing. Really not a bad thing if you step into the position and you claim the trust and you realize what all that really encompasses. Most people are scared of their own shadow, so they're never going to do this. It's just they've been acclimated and indoctrinated. And instead, what was that word that you put it on there?
Institutionalizationism.
So, they're never going to be able to break up or wake up from their trance. And that's okay. Not everybody is supposed to, but we, being awake, we have a duty to do something, right? I mean, we can do something good with it. Or you can just go back to work, be a trustee. I mean, I wasn't born to be a trustee. I was born to be the beneficiary. So if I have to recreate my own little footprint document to do it, I don't see anything wrong. I would suggest everybody do the same. You don't have your own. Start figuring out how to make your claim.
Or you can be an inside trustee or an outside trustee.
Yeah, I mean, somebody is going to be benefiting off of your sweat.
You don't want to be either one.
Right? So no. So we're basically just trying to recreate this document to the best and the truest of our knowledge, and then establish for the record and on the record the claim that was never made, that our parents were supposed to make for us. Actually, our father was supposed to get these things taken care of. He's the one who was supposed to go down and claim the property. That's why they posted in the newspaper the birth of the baby and the intellectual property that's been abandoned. He's supposed to go and get the birth certificate or take the original and take the footprints and go down and create a public, put it on the record. But he doesn't. So since our parents, never became the age of majority, somebody at some point got to step up and say, okay, time to grow up. So that's what I'm doing. Trying to make my own record, make my own declaration. And that may look different for different people. There was someone else who was talking about in the chat room today, and I basically told them, I said, it's your declaration. So, at the end of the day, however you want to express the trust, because he was talking about taking a picture and using that instead of actually making a document. I was like, well, if you can express the trust that way and they acknowledge it, then hey, if it works, right?
Right. Yeah. Anyway, you get an expression.
Yeah. So, we're just trying to recreate what has already been created, and then, try to help other people along the way who may misplace theirs or don't have access to it, because we've learned that you're
Misplace theirs or don't have access to what?
To the document itself. Because we know that the Department of Vital Statistics.
To the original certificate of birth issued by the birthing hospital.
Yes.
Okay.
I guess it's after 10 years that they're allowed to.
I'm sure it's probably different in different jurisdictions. It's not the same. I would think that would not be uniform.
So most likely you're not going to be able to get that original document. You don't already have. I've tried and I've had no luck.
Oh, yeah, me too. I actually went to my hospital physically and they kind of, I'm not gonna say they laughed me out the door, but they didn't. They might as well have. It felt the same, believe me. So yeah, we went round and round and round about that.
Okay, where there's a will, there's a way. And the mother of all of necessity is invention.
There's a
So
will, there's a way.
we create our own and we move forward. We don't allow, we go around blocks. We don't, we're not diverted by it. So it's all good.
Oh, okay. You say it like that, it's all good. All good in the neighborhood.
So if you're interested in obtaining your own copy or multiple copies, we're going to start offering this service here on the Fearless Floyd Show. Pretty sure Floyd will put something up on the website. You can contact us and we can give you all the information you need and we can get the process started. And if you don't need one, well then I'm glad that you have the original. Now go out and get your claim.
Okay, so what that looks like, kids, is you'll receive a sheet of paper. Okay. And I'll have a template. Get an ink pad for your feet. You get an ink pad for your fingers. You get a blue archival pen. It may not be this particular brand, but it'll be a blue archival pen as well as a gold. And I don't know if I can find a gold archival pen. I can find gold permanent, but that will be included as well. So that's all they need. They need the template, the paper, the 2 ink pads, and the 2 pens. And that's it.
And we recommend if you, when you go to get the document notarized, that your notary has,
A gold foil embossed seal.
correct.
And that looks like this.
Show them this. There you go.
Wow,
Can you see that?
there's a roll of them. But yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And I would also recommend getting the document for the notary's seal authenticated. After you have your document.
After you get it notarized, get it authenticated by your Secretary of State's office in your birthing state jurisdiction.
Yes. That's all you need.
He says that's all you need, but then, of course, you could do the
You could,
U.S. Department of State.
you could.
Mhm.
I mean, if you want to go that far with it, you can, but I wouldn't. Try to get it on the file, on the record.
All right. So what that looks like, Jesse and I are working out a price. This paper's not cheap. So paper's the main things. Once you, I mean, you can feel this paper, you can hear this paper.
And here's an important part here to note also. If you have a foot that's bigger than a size 12, we're gonna have to make an exception for you to get a bigger paper. So we're gonna have to charge a little bit more for that. So if you have bigger than a size 12, just keep that in mind. So we can make the document pretty much as big as it needs to be. We will also be offering it with free shipping and handling, and the package itself will have $100 insurance on it. So if something happens to the document between here and there, you will be reimbursed. You'll have $100 insurance on it. And then we can recreate the document for you.
Yeah, we probably do like a 8.5 by 24 probably. Or just at front back up. So
Well, we can ship up to 70 pounds, so we can put it in a box.
it's gotta be long enough for and wide enough. 8.5 may not be wide enough for 13 and above.
And once you receive your document, it will have all of your information already put on it. The only thing that you're going to be required to do is put your footprints on the document, put your fingerprints on the document. Now,
That thing might be.
you might want to
Might
consider
be
ordering more than
too-
one document instead of just one, so that if you make a mistake on one, you have another. Or you can have more than one for your record.
We're kind of brainstorming while we talk to you too. We haven't hashed this out in any permanence. But we will have them available. License plates. License plates designs. And now the certificates of birth. 8.5 by 14, and I guarantee you. You didn't know what to look for, you wouldn't be able to tell these apart from a real deal certificate of birth. We didn't just go pick out, the first piece of paper that we saw at Staples or Office Depot. This is specialty paper. It doesn't comes in big sheets. It has to be cut down. So it's specialty paper. It doesn't even come in rolls. I don't know what's going on there. So anyway, we do these certificates of birth. Let me go back and show you guys again. So you know what the hell we're talking about.
Look like Sasquatch feet.
They are Sasquatch feet. Yep, you won't be able to tell us this apart from your other one, from your original, except for the size of the feet.
Well,
Damn, you got a big baby. You got a big headed baby.
really important is not, when or what size the feet are when they get established on the landmark. It's more so that that you get to have the opportunity to put it on the land. Whether they're small or big, it doesn't matter. You're worth your weight in gold. Okay. That's why I'm going to sign it at the bottom with my weight. Because I'm worth my weight in gold. That trust probably got a lot in it.
I already know what mine has. I've
Yeah.
never seen it.
I saw
It's way
somewhere that
more than 200 pounds of gold.
said 22 billion. Sure. I was like, what?
I told you mine was way more than that.
I imagine it is.
It's almost $1 trillion. So you told you about all the Kusip's tax.
No wonder they don't want to give
Yeah.
access to that.
They're hypothecating that. You can't collapse their freaking Ponzi scheme.
No way.
Well, that's what happens when you go in there. You collapse that trust because you're like,
But you don't have to take it all. You can let them use it and then you just live off the door.
they got plenty of others. It's not like they're gonna miss it, but it's gonna collapse that trust.
Right.
You're gonna be set, you're gonna be offsetting the book.
Well, I mean, everybody walking around, if you really think about it, is a billionaire. Everybody's trust for billions.
On the other side, they don't know how to operate that side. So all these bankers and gangsters and hedge fund managers are all just banking on us. They're making all the money.
I see all these homeless people, and I just think to myself, you only had access to your trust. I mean, there's no reason why you're homeless and don't have it. No, it just tells you how greedy the world really is.
It is a greedy
Everybody's
world.
You got to go out and work. Well, it's already there.
Right.
And you need to work for them to make it for them.
Make it from there. All right, kids, here is the fearlessfloydshow.com. As soon as you click on this landing page, just go to the bottom of the page. If you want to enroll in our upcoming classes, the very bottom down here, and here they are. For some reason this F class isn't working. I'm seeing this. But anyway, there's our VCR class coming up this coming Thursday after this upcoming Thanksgiving Thursday. And there's the first. Just click on that, click on 5, hit confirm, fill out this information, and then schedule event, hit play with PayPal. Boom, you're in the VCR class. Now, what's going on in the VCR class now? People are having successes. They are getting relief and remedy from credit cards, as well as foreclosures and mortgages, I think she said. So that is looking promising. It takes a little time, so you're probably got to make your payments until you can finally get the account settled, but apparently they are having success. Now I'm looking forward to being a participant in that success. Absolutely. All right, here's a truck class E on the 3rd and 4th, which is a Saturday and Sunday from 5 to 8 on both days, 3-hour classes. We've streamlined this to 2 days instead of 2 weekends. New and improved curriculum, templates with instructions, numbered. And it's so simple now, you can't pass it up. It's so easy, caveman can do it. Absolutely. Even Jesse can do it. I'm kidding.
You know it's easy if Jesse can do it.
Do you know it's easy if Jesse can do it? We're going to leave your sex life out of this. Just saying. Okay, so anyway, you can go there. Right. Yes, I'll be here all day. All week. Okay. You just go over here to the classroom. Boom. And there they are. There's your E class. There's your VCR class. And man, I still got to go in and do this. This is the F class. And if you want to enroll, just click on that and it takes you back to the calendar for all the prompting again. And all this is automated. And if you don't do it that way, you do not get in the automated system. And it's very difficult for me to keep you in the system because so many things happen that are automated. And we know what happens when you drop a nut or a bolt down your oil crankcase, right? Your oil filler. Yeah. Beats up your motor. So that's what's happening. I think I covered everything. If you want to know exactly when class starts, I have a countdown clock. And let's see. This is the trust class. Starts in 12 days, 16 hours, 16 minutes, and 3 seconds. Trust class F, 19 days. VCR class, which is on the 1st, starts in 10 days. Y'all have plenty of time to go to fearlessfloydshow.com and register, enroll, get involved. And once you're in the VCR class, you're going to be in the VCR experience on Telegram. That's a private group. So you can go in there and watch the video that we did. Eventually, we are going to post the letters that people are producing and sending to their vendors, because you're going to be sending them to your vendors because there's only so many cell phone companies in the country. And obviously, if we have, 100 people doing this, then we're all going to hit the same vendor. So, why should you have to work? We all work together, copy each other's work, and all make straight A's, right? Isn't that how it works? Pass the pop quiz. So if you want one of these birth certificates, these certificates of birth, these crazy looking things with the feet prints on them, those things, just hit me up, hit Jesse up, and we'll whip one out for you. direct mail, direct message Jesse and I for the pricing. Haven't figured out how they're going to do that yet. You can order 1, 2, 3. You can order as many of these as you want. So imagine having 10 originals of these. There you go. I don't know what kind of power you can wield with them, but we're going to find out, aren't we? Because this proves you're no longer an adult. Because you don't want to be an imbecile. All right, like the video, like me, like the topic, like subject matter, like that picture of my hospital. Subscribe, share the video, hit the notification bell so you know when I put out new videos like this. Leave a comment below, fearlessfloydshow.com, fearlessfloydshow@yahoo.com. If you want to reach me, I'm on Telegram, Rumble, BitChute, PayPal, Venmo, TikTok, Facebook, Cash App, Fearless Floyd Show.
Soon to
Thanks.
be Telegram.
What?
Soon to be Telegram.
We're on Telegram.
Well, not Telegram. But what's the one you're always asking me about?
TikTok?
Is that the one? I
You
don't
know.
know anything about it, but we're gonna get on.
I
TikTok
don't either,
here
man. We're gonna TikTok with our
soon.
what? I didn't say
It's like a
that.
red hot chili pepper.
Okay, kids. I've had enough of you. We're not gonna take this anymore. We're gonna get our toys, we're gonna get out of our sandbox. We're gonna go home and play our own sandbox. How you think about that? So anyway, anybody out there got deep pockets and you want your logo up here or there or up there or right there or on my forehead, I really don't care, on my chest. There it is, open space. You know, I've got like, I don't know, 4 or 5 viewers. So I think you'll really get a return on your investment if you sponsor or advertise here, because I would assume 1 out of my 4 viewers will break down and purchase whatever you have to offer, one of your goods or services. You do take 1099A, right?